Peace, my family, and welcome back to all those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good non-mind. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in that high maintenance and cleansing. Okay, cleansing the lows. Came right here today to share, and we're back at it again, so it continues. And the scroll is, what laws did Joshua follow? I know this will certainly help people on this good journey within who still have questions and are willing to listen. Alright now, so let's get to it. And so it reads, question, and this is Dr. Malachi's answer. And it reads, so in other words, were you telling me that Mary had sex with a male in order to conceive Yahshua, Jesus' question? And so it goes on to read his answer. And it reads, in Genesis 6:4, the Aramaic Hebrew word used to imply that the Elohim Naki came into the daughters of man, mortals, is bow, which means to go in, enter, go, or come in. If you deny that Genesis 4 means that the daughters of men bore children into them, how did they get pregnant? Question. The fact is that the sons of Eli, who are the Elohim and Anakim, went into daughters of men who bore them children. If you believe this quote is not saying that sexual intercourse took place, then I guess you are truly blind. Genesis 6:4, and it reads, also those who fell down, Philians, to the planet Earth in that same period of time were the shaggy giants, genus Homo, from the sixth sun, six-star constellation Orion, the disagreeable Elohim after the rape of the Anamite Dogon tribe's daughters, the sons of agreeable Elohim Naki, 23 seraphim from Ritz, the 8th planet in the 19th galaxy called Elun, were sent here to breed amongst the mortals, and they had sexual intercourse with the daughters of Anamites and gave birth to children with a dual nature, Homo erectus. These Gilgor, mighty one, were very powerful because they were the sons and daughters of the Elohim and Naki who had existed for what it seems to be an eternity. 600 Anunnaki had came to the earth from out there by 12 ships of 50 passenger ships out of the mother ship called Nibiru. And it reads, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons and daughters came in, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, there were. Let me repeat that one more time. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old men or renown. And it goes on to read, need I say more? Question. They also teach that Yahshua was the son of Eli, God. And it goes on to read, question, was Yahshua the only son of Eli? Question. And it reads, this is Dr. Malachi's answer. No, the title son of Eli was not inclusive to Yahshua. If you go back to the book of Genesis, you will see that the Anunnaki also spelled Anunnakim. In the time of Cain, the sons of the great teacher Cadmon, Adam, were also called the sons of Eli. Genesis 6:1-2, and it reads, when in time the Anamites tribes began multiplying all over the surface of the ground, on the outside of the enclosed garden, and many daughters were born into them, and the sons of disagreeable Elohim, Anakites, saw the daughters of Anamites, that they were very agreeable and beautiful, burnt black skin in their hearts, and they took them by force to be their wives. All those they chose, the seed of Anak, Eve's and Cabot's mother, the Hololians, or the Dogon tribes of Malachi. And it reads, And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all those they chose. Within this quote, you will see that the word Ban, Elohim, an Aramaic Hebrew word, sons of angelic beings, gods. To get an accurate meaning of the terminology being used, you must go back to the original language from which the scriptures were revealed, and the language that Yahshua spoke. So let's start by defining the word son. In the Masoretic Arabic language, and looking at the word son, this is what you see. The word Amin and Walad. The word Amin is derived from the Aramaic Hebrew word Ben, means a son. From this word you get the words, number 1, Ta-bana, to adopt a son or to adopt, embrace. 2, Amin, the son, descendants, offspring, explained. Amin, Adam, son of Adam, in Masoretic Arabic, and Banu, Adam, sons of Adam, in Aramaic Hebrew. This is also the word Walad, a eternal son, from the word Walada, to beget. In Aramaic Hebrew, you'll see the two words Yad or Yel, which means offspring, boy, child. There is also the Aramaic Hebrew word Bar, which also denotes an adopted son. So according to Aramaic Heritage Dictionary of the English language, the word son is defined as 1, a male offspring, 2, any male descendants, 3, an adopted male child, 4, a male person strongly influenced by or associated with a place, cause, race, or school, 5, a young man, the second person of the Trinity. The point of familiarizing you with the definition of the word son is to prove to you that every son is not a son of Eli by birth, but that you have a eternal son, an adopted son. So it goes on to read John 1:12, and it reads, But as for those who did accept him, to him he gave authority to become the children of the Elohim, even to them that believed on his name. But as for many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name. The sons of Eli are also known as the 24 elders, that you use Revelation 4:4, 5:8, and 14. The 24 elders are a part of the Elohim, or in Masoretic Arabic, the Elohim, who are gowned in white and seated around the throne of Eli. These are the 24 elders. And so it goes on to read 1, Apatron, 2, Anaphel, 3, Azalambulkul, 4, Barundor, 5, Kimel, 6, Khalil, 7, Gaklil, 8, Hanul, 9, Yafu, 10, Jotham, 11, Metatron, 12, Raphael, 13, Protestant, 14, Yadron, 15, Yazul, 16, Kakuel, 17, Mahano, 18, Samuel, 19, Yanim, 20, Sephul, 21, Yaya, Bilon, 22, Zazul, 23, Seraphim. And the 24th seat is open to all the spiritual prophets. So, it goes on to read, as you can see, sons of Eli was not a new concept, or was Joshua alone in being called the son of Eli. He was one of many adopted sons of Eli. And it goes on to read, question, was Joshua the blood son of Eli? Question, and it reads, as I mentioned before, he was not the blood son of Eli, yet he was called the son of Eli. Joshua was called the son of Eli because he was born of an angelic being. In the L's Holy Quran 22:1-4, the original order, it tells you that the sustainer does not conceive, nor is he conceived. Couldn't Eli just place a baby in Mary's womb without having to go through all of this question? To say that your God conceived a son would be to associate partners with him. Are you trying to say that your God has to come down to earth to perform such a task? Question. To associate partners with him, are you trying to say that your God has to come down to earth to perform such a task? Question. L's Holy Quran 22:1-4. Begin all prayers and thinking by using the name of source Allah, rhyming who is the most merciful. Muhammad, tell them the Meccans, Yahshua, Yahweh, is the source Allah, Ayad, who is alone. The source Allah needs nothing, for he has no deficiencies. Neither mother nor father has he, and he was not conceived by sexual intercourse of any two mortal beings, nor did he conceive an individual mortal while a son, and no one is equal to him. The Quran 112:1-4, wrong order, and it reads, say he is God, the one and only God, the eternal, the absolute, he begotten not, nor is he begotten, and there is none like unto him. And so it goes on to read, no, Yahshua was not the blood son of Eli, that is El. Yahshua was simply Bahalu Maryam, the blood son of Mary and Gabriel that comes in human form. Yahshua was not Wild La Dual, blood son of Eli. Yahshua could only bear the title adopted son of Eli because he could only be adopted in a spiritual sense. So it goes on to read, so in what sense is Joshua the son of Eli? Question, and it reads, this is Dr. Malachi's answer. Joshua is the son of Eli in a sense that it was the Rahul, the holy soul or spark of life of Eli that made it possible for Joshua and every other living being on the planet to have life. Eli sent his Holy Spirit down with the angel Gabriel in human form, one of the heavenly hosts, Elohim. His angelic name is the Anunnaki Nazareth. They also teach that Paul was a true disciple of Yahshua Jesus. However, we know that that's not true. Refer to St. Paul, disciple or deceiver scroll, and you can find that on the channel as well if you're interested. And it goes on to read, these lies have gone on for far too long, and it's time to put a stop to this deception before it's too late. These false preachers, teachers, pastors, and monks are leading poor souls towards the wrong direction, and their students are not even checking it out for themselves. They're just listening and digesting it into their systems, not knowing if what they are teaching are facts. They were smart, and if they were smart, they would do some research. And if they were smart, they would do some research. When I teach my thousands of Nubian students, I simply tell them, don't believe me, check it out. I want them to research what I teach so that they can know the facts and understand it by seeing it for themselves right there in front of their faces, so they have no doubts in their minds of what I teach. This scroll will answer the question, what laws did Yahshua follow? Question, because it is obvious that they don't have a clear understanding to the questions they are asked. So they figure that they'll just tell them anything. Since Christians have propagated that Yahshua is their personal Savior, I want to know, if that's so, then why don't they follow the same laws that Yahshua followed? Question. For example, you don't find Christians dressing like Yahshua Jesus dressed in his times, and they know how he dressed, Don't let them fool you. They read about it every day, or every Sunday, or every Friday, whatever their beliefs are, when they read their Bibles in Revelation 3:5, 4:4, and 6:11. Also, they know because you find them wearing white for their baptism ceremonies. You also find them wearing the veil when they are getting married. Most of their pictures of Yahshua Jesus show them wearing a long white robe. Read these quotes and tell me they don't know. Or are they just too lazy to follow all of Yahshua's laws the way they say they do? And it goes on to read Revelations 3:5, and it reads, "As for him who overcomes and repents, so surely he will be dressed in white outer garments, and I will not remove his name from the scroll of life. Rather, I will confess and speak up for his name before my adopted Father and before his angels." And it goes on to read again, "He that overcome, the same shall be clothed in white garment, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels." Revelation 4:4. "And all around the throne were 24 thrones, and I saw 24 elders sitting clothed in white outer garments, on their heads crowns of gold." And it reads, "And round about the throne were 24 seats. Around the throne were 24 seats, and upon the seats I saw 24 elders sitting, clothed in white garment, and they had on their heads crowns of gold." Christians don't even receive their circumcision properly like Yahshua did. Luke 2:21. And it reads, "And when 8 days were accomplished for the circumcision or circumcising of the child, his name was called Jesus, which was the name given by the messenger before he was conceived in the womb." And it goes on to read, "And when 8 days were accomplished for the circumcision of the child, his name was called Jesus, which was so named of the angel before he was conceived in the womb." And it goes on to read, "Why don't the Christians practice the Sabbath on the same days, such as Joshua did, if they say they follow his laws?" Question. And you know they know, because the Seventh-day Evangelists and the Jehovah's Witnesses do. Mark 2:27. "Christians don't pray like Yahshua prayed." And it goes on to read, "Do you know what gets me? And I want to ask you, why is the Pope always seen prostrate?" And question Matthew 14:23, 26, and 39. Matthew 14:23. And it reads, "And when he had sent away the multitudes, he went into the mountain on his own to pray. But when the evening came to pass, he was there alone. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into the mountain apart to pray. And when the evening came, he was there alone." And it goes on to read, "So I'm just asking, what laws are the Christians following?" Question. Don't they follow the same laws that Joshua followed? When they say they follow Joshua's footsteps, and when they say they follow Joshua's footsteps and are waiting for his return someday. Question. During the time of Joshua, the children of Israel had strayed far, far away from the laws of Moses, son of Aram and Jochebed, taught and followed. He was the one sent to deliver the children of Israel from the land of Egypt, in which they were in captivity for over 430 years. Exodus 12:40. Remember, the 12 tribes were brought into the land of Egypt by the way of Joseph, son of Jacob, by his favorite wife Rachel. So it goes on to read Exodus 1:5-7. After Moses successfully released the children of Israel out of bondage, Eli gave him a set of laws, commandments, and tablets so that the children of Israel could obey his instructions. So it goes on to read Exodus 24:12. And then Joshua said to Moses, "Come up to me and to Aaron the mountain, and be there, and I will give you the tablets of stone and a Torah law and commandments which I have inscribed, that you may teach them." Moses received these scriptures in portions. They are often referred to as the Pentateuch or Pentateuch. Alright, so it goes on to read. What is the meaning of the word Pentateuch? It reads, defined from the Greek word the 5 scrolls. This term applies collectively to the first 5 books of the Old Testament. These are the 5 books of the Old Testament: Genesis, completed in 1512 BCE, Exodus, completed in 1512 BCE, Leviticus, completed in 1512 BCE, Numbers, completed in 1473 BCE, Deuteronomy, completed in 1473 BCE. Alright now. So, I am going to stop right here. Yes, this is a good place to stop. So, I'm going to stop right here for now. Now, if you're interested in checking this out yourself, you sure can. This is on the channel, and you can be nourished, right? Alright, and get a understanding of the laws that Joshua followed. Right. So, again, family, check it out for yourself. Don't believe him, check it out for yourself, right? Okay, so I'll leave it at that for now. If you have any questions, you leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. On that note, hope you all know that you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread that love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi L. Peace, shalom, still divine love, family, and wadu. And it's all